Today, I am present to inform you that the Western world is facing a significant threat. It is in danger because those who are supposed to defend the values of the Western world are co-opted by a worldview that inevitably leads to socialism and consequently to poverty and economic deprivation. Unfortunately, in recent decades, motivated by some well-intentioned desires to help others and others by the desire to belong to a privileged caste, the main leaders of the Western world have abandoned the model of freedom for different versions of what we call collectivism.
So let me just highlight some of the things that he goes on to describe. So he's obviously talking about socialism. He identifies collectivism as the problem behind fascism, communism, socialism, Nazism, and so forth. He identifies, and very few world leaders understand, that the price discovery is the whole key to the free market, the key to distributing the resources of the planet effectively is a free market with the capability for people to discover natural price. Soon as the government comes in and fixes prices or fixes wages and so forth, they start screwing it up as if they were trying to control the weather. It's actually the free market price discovery which has allowed more people to be lifted out of poverty than any other thing in history. He goes on to identify entrepreneurs as heroes. He makes the point that there are no market failures if the market is voluntary. All of the failures of the market are from government intervention. It may take a while to sort out prices, to sort out distribution of products and so forth, but the market will always do it. The solution is not government intervention. That's the problem to begin with. Okay, so then he goes on to talk about the unnecessary conflicts. This is like I was mentioning a minute ago with human versus nature, depopulation, the gender stuff, the class stuff. And then he identifies that the neo-Marxists have taken over the media and education in the Western world, and it's going the way of disastrous socialism. He also identifies, and this is important, that this brand of socialism, the kind of socialism that Klaus Schwab is behind, and Bill Gates and Henry Kissinger and so forth, is not just the state owning the means of production, which is the classic definition, but it also includes printing money, amassing endless debt, price controls, and needless regulations. So he's basically saying, we are here to warn you. If we keep going, we're on a path to servitude. Do not be intimidated. You are heroes and social benefactors if you are honest entrepreneurs, and the state is not the solution, it's the problem. So I could go on and there are lots of great quotes that came out of this, but this is absolutely historic that somebody who understands Austrian economics was able to get up in front of the world, really, and state the problem, state the solution, and he's got a lot of clout for saying that because he's coming from a country that was very prosperous when it was free market and is virtually destroyed, something like 170% inflation once they went into socialism. So they're literally on the verge of dying as a country. So he comes in and he wins in ultimately a landslide. And so one of the fascinating things for me from this satellite point of view is we're getting to watch an experiment. Argentina is now an experiment in what the Thrive movies were about, what the Freedom Portal was about, what this Fireside Live is all about, what, several hundred of my blogs. It's all about this. And so we're going to get to watch it play out.